I swear to. I have been talking to myself. I've got. I've got a 22-minute recording. Scream. Oh, you guys, I'm a professional. All right. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, today I can't even. All right. But we're gonna. We must persist. I don't remember what I was talking about. Sorry. Hmm. I really threw myself for a loop with that one. So I'm trying to paint a horse. So mad. And my glasses just fell off. Oh my god. Alright, come on. Today has been a day. I'm over it. I have been trying to block in some colors to kind of start painting stuff in. And so, oops. Essentially, if I can, I want to paint this so it looks like a gemstone horse. And if I can't, then I'm going to paint horse and then put a gemstone texture overlay on top. So we'll see what happens. Which way is the wind blowing? Because the tail out in the wind might be easier than having it wrapped around. Does she have an outfit or anything, or is she just horse? do, 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 do. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, nothing I see, so. And just pony as is. I'm gonna go with the wind blowing back. I think it'll be more fun to play with in the light. Because it will also create both a high point here, but also a low point. Where did my dark shade go? Is it this one? Maybe? Yeah. Alright. Because some of this came through a lot deeper shadows. So when I'm painting, it's a lot of vibes. Just vibes. Um, Throw down some values and kind of see what starts looking good. and like make adjustments from there. So, because I feel like if I get too close in, right, I'm gonna start trying to make this look like shapes and stuff, and we don't want that yet. We don't want that yet. I'm trying to get something that looks like the facets of a gemstone that are getting kind of like reflected in the light. Let's bring this up here actually. And these are it's sand, but for some reason the atmosphere is literally perfect for the one I'm working on. So I was like, oof. Get over here. But you can see, so let me... This is AI generated. Oh. Does this one work? I think this one's a legitimate one. But, the quality on it's so bad. Essentially, the stones have, like, different opacities. This one's not cut in facets, but I liked the way that, it sort of backlit and showed kind of the chaos of how, gemstones kind of look. It's really hard to find good references sometimes, and you just have to work with the best you can. It's really unfortunate. I would have kept looking for more gemstone refs, but I felt like I was wasting my time just kind of weeding through AI generated images, and they all looked like they were from the one set of the one image I grabbed, and I'm like, I'm just looking through a bunch of the same thing, but it's slightly different. I'm just like, please stop. It's just flooded. It's flooded with junk. Hello, Bootsy. It wouldn't be Wednesday without some scuff. Indeed. I didn't think accidentally hitting start recording instead of start streaming was gonna be my deal today, but you know. I was like, wow, chat's quiet today. And I looked up and I'm like, oh, how long have I been streaming for? And it didn't have a number for the stream time, and I'm like, what? And I looked over and the record number is ticking up. They're right next to each other, but they have, one's a little blue dot with like little echo lines around it, and the recording one's just a big red dot. So I saw the big red dot and I was like, son of a bitch. And then I hit start stream. So we're here now. But yeah, it's good times. It's good it's not good times. I'm glad I figured it out. Cause then you wouldn't have got to see me do the painting, huh? That would have sucked. You already missed out on whatever shenanigans rant I had. It can't be recaptured. When I'm in the zone, even I don't remember what the f I'm talking about. I'll listen back through my recordings once in a while, watch a stream to make sure that the sound levels are good, that the music's not too loud, and I'm like, huh, I have a pretty good point there. I'm so focused on drawing, or it comes out of the blue that I don't really like, I guess remember some of it very well. Like, I remember it when I see it, but I'm just like, oh yeah. So I take notes once in a while of stuff that I should go back and like make videos out of. Alright, so now I'm kind of coming back in and messing around with those gemstone things. I was trying to do this in an hour, but I feel like just talking to chat is it's like splitting your attention, you know? If I were to sit here and not talk at all, I would draw so much faster. But there wouldn't be that interaction. And if you guys don't mind having a stream where I'm just drawing like crazy, and not talking so much to chat, then that might be something we can do someday. But in the meantime, I draw a little bit slower so I can talk a little bit while I do other stuff. It's fine. It's kind of giving the vibes I want. So what do I want to do? These are like larger. This is where I just grab a brush and I'm gonna start smudging around colors. This is when you're like, hey, how did you do this? And an artist is like, I don't know. This is the I don't know part. It's just vibes. What's you see if it looks good, and then if it doesn't, you try something else. That's it. That's the game. You just keep going and you don't give up. That's the harder part. Just gonna try to lay out a few more values here so I remember what's where. I'm happy enough with the anatomy. Don't need horse, I just need horse. And I'm gonna move those ones closer. Yes. Alright, let's save, zoom in, and then we're gonna smudge the colors around a little bit. Make it look, maybe, hopefully, like some kind of crystal-y. Oh, I need some more, no, we're not good yet. I need some more, I need light sources. We're gonna miss out on, ooh, do any of the sunsets have good sunset colors? Dusky orange. I'm just gonna grab a few. This one's a much more intense orangey. Sometimes I don't even color drop stuff necessarily. I just hold down the eyedropper and I look at the different shades over here that I'm like scanning across, and I kind of get a gist for where on the color wheel they are. Look up over here. Oh, you can't see that part. Hey, Motel. It's already so pretty. Yeah, I'm excited too. Just gonna grab a few more things. I spent more time than I intended before stream getting references, but you know, you have to wade through the AI junk these days to get to the stuff that is worth a damn. Just getting a collection of just colors from these different little spots. Out of those, something should be good. I don't want anything that's got too much blue to it. I like this kind of purpley gray. So I'm gonna grab some of these. And then I will likely adjust slightly from some of these. But they give me kind of a realistic color palette to pick from for the nature. And then lamp. Are these similar? I think so. Yeah, that's really close. That's funny. So the one I use from the sunset will also likely work for my lamp as well. All right, so cool. I'm gonna go ahead and drop those. Nah, I should have made some tea. All right. Let's go ahead and do some little bits over here. Yeah, throw some different shades in here. It looks like it kind of goes down to the blue. All right, so see how this comes along, and then I'm using the same colors in the main up here just so everything ties kind of back together. This looks bad right now. Like this, I don't think this looks good, but we are in a state of trust the process. It's an ugly duckling. This is the part where my stomach drops when I look at this and I go, ugh, it looks so bad. But I have to lay out kind of the rough groundwork for what I'm doing, the foundations, so that I can get rid of my sketches, get rid of all the other layers, and then I can come through here and try to actually refine it a bit. So I'm going to bring the landscape colors down because I'm going to use some of the same shades for the sunset and the lamp, so I know that these two light sources are both gonna kind of be refracting through this character. So we'll see what happens. All right. So we made it this far, right? We have the bad pit in your stomach that this looks bad, right? Well, good news. This is digital art, and maybe you think this looks good, but I'm walking you through how I feel, you know, so that if you're sitting here and trying to draw something and you're feeling bad about your art, like it's normal. Sometimes it's the ugly duckling stage. So right now that's where we're at with this, right? So I'm about to make it worse, right? I'm like, oh God, all right, this doesn't look good. It's fine. Oh God. Making it worse. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Maybe I want to go for something like a little bit more. That's not quite the same. That's not the shadow tones I want to go for. Yeah, there we go. Something that kind of matches the gray atmosphere, right? It's like, oh no, so bad. What am I doing? What am I doing? I know. It's fine. We're trusting the process. It's a dark scene. There's a lot of dark environmental crap going on. So we're making it match the environment, right? You want to start with a base that makes sense. And then, you know, yeah, she looks like she's a part of the scenery now. You gotta trust the process. I'm terrified right now. And if this turns out bad, I delete this and I try again on another fucking layer because it's not traditional art. Traditional art would be crying on the floor. But we don't have to do that. I can delete this and try again. It's on its own layer. Everything's fine. Oh man, you guys want to watch me do existential crisis? You guys want to watch me do traditional work sometime and have an existential crisis? That's how much faster my brain goes than my mouth. We just compress the sentence into a zip file and hit send. Okay. So, for the highlights, I'm gonna kind of go to an orangey, yellowy tone. And then throw... I want orange, more orange. Yeah. Throw a little bit of that on the main edges I know that are going to be catching a lot of light. I don't know what I am doing right now, to be clear. This is just vibes. This is how I have learned to digital paint. You make base blobs. You make base blobs kind of same environment color. Add light source blob. And then we go in and we refine made blob. We refine shower. Yeah, no, fail. I am an embarrassment to myself. Anyways, I completely forgot what I was saying. That just, no good. But a lot is trial and error, especially when I'm trying to combine something like, the figure of a horse that is also, like I'm trying a bunch of stuff right now. So, you know, I wonder if right through here we'd have any light. There we go. I refine the main figure, then I refine the shadows, then I refine the highlights. And I feel like that gives me, for the level that I'm at, a pretty good, you know, I'm just gonna do some random dots. Random, trust the fucking process. All right, so nature is chaotic. There is no rhyme or reason. I'm gonna cover my eyes and I'm just stab the page a little bit. We got some spots. Hopefully they're all on the horse. Make a big spot. That was too big. All right, but I'm gonna follow that pattern then. Can I do that not as intense? It'll get less intense later. Just trying to find... Alright. That works, though. That works. Nature is chaotic, so if you try to do stuff perfect, like, it just doesn't... It never feels right. Alright, I feel like there should be something kind of down... Maybe there, and then more on the face. I feel like I'm torturing myself, and I'm like... Stab anywhere on the page. It's fine. Alright. 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 I think we're there. Alright. I haven't had an existential crisis yet. We're fine. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. The pressure is there. I don't know what's happening right now. This feels chaotic as fuck, but I trust that this is gonna look like a really awesome, really cool thing when I'm done. Let's see. Should I grab some more references? Is that what we need? Is that what Is that what we need? So the way they kind of go is that you've got spots that catch the light, you've got spots that are in darker shadow, and then you've got spots that kind of have the light that happens to kind of focus through somewhere. This is my problem with AI art and why it sucks for references, right? So for me to replicate that, this is already an approximation. I'm trying to make an approximation off an approximation. So whatever I try to do off of this is already going to be one step further than what it should actually look like. It's like a bad game of telephone, but with visual stuff, right? It's why they tell you to learn anatomy when you draw instead of like learning from anime or other things like that, because while it doesn't matter what style you necessarily draw in, at some point it's good to know what the base form that you're trying to make iterations off of looks like. Otherwise, you're making a copy of a copy, and you're like, the integrity degrades. So if I took a good image if I took the real image and I made a rough paint of it, I would get this. And so me making another rough paint is almost like, you know, we're going down the JPEG of losing resolution. So let me see if I can find some I'm not even sure what to fucking look for. Backlit gemstones. I don't know if that, and is that what I searched that ended me up here though? Da 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 da. Yes, it is. That's oh no. Between Etsy listings and AI images. Let's see. She's blue. What's a light blue one? Do 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 do. Ooh. Is this what I want? Let's see. Open. I can't tell. Oh. Spicy. Nope, that's all pixels. That's just all pixels. Come on. Yeah. I don't know why I can't just find something with light refracting through it. There's lots of pretty gemstones, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. I would like to see the light through it. Let me just look for... Alright, images of sapphires. I just want real pictures of stuff, my goodness. Natural sapphire gemstones? Ow. I'm fine. I was only, ooh. Is it a real picture? I just want to see. All right, I'm just gonna. Oh, wait, what? I found a stock photo, I think. Yeah, all right. So the light seems to focus in opposite of where it's coming from. So that does make sense that the lamp would probably... Yeah, all right. So, right, I dropped my controller. Come back here, little guy. What? Oh no. All right, hang on. I'm gonna try not to mess my hip up. We got this. We got this. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Can't wait to go to physical therapy for that. Oh yeah. All right. So, and now I'm running my skirt over with my computer chair. Okay, don't rip mine. There we go. Cool. I already have ripped this skirt, and I don't know. I should not wear this skirt while I draw. That's the end result. All right. Success. We have an image for me to go off of. References are pretty much the way to go. I think that if you don't know what to do or what something should look like, references are your best friend. All right, so I'm just gonna drop these over here, and then yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. What's the difference? That's part of the problem with AI art yet that they're currently having. There's so much of it that the algorithm is taking in a ton of other AI art, so it feeds off a copy of a copy of a copy. Yes, all without knowing the reason why it's corrupting yourself. And it, oh no, it's I should it makes me wonder if anybody wants to like have a video on like tells. Somebody had an octopus that they shared, and it was like I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure that that's not a real octopus. So I'm like, but what happened that cracked me up was it's like I could understand the way it was trying to think almost, right? So it was an octopus and a guy standing behind it, and the octopus is like ridiculously huge. And so it was like his hand went behind the octopus's head, but you couldn't see it on the other side. So it's like the algorithm understood that the man's hand disappeared behind the octopus's head, therefore it shouldn't be visible by the way he was standing. But it still had somewhere in its like little equation for making stuff that like this guy, like when you put your hand behind something, your fingers wrap around it, right? And so it had like this super awkward like where the suckers on this back tentacle looked like the guy's like really warped fingers, like it like mushed octopus or like tentacle texture together with fingers. It was weird, but I was like, I could see kind of why it thought fingers would be there. Like, I don't know. It was weird. It's very weird. But yeah, it makes it makes it really hard to do references from images that may not be accurate to start with. Like, imagine trying to learn to draw hands by looking at AI art. Like, no. No, don't do it. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get any of this to work. Fuck if I know, but this is how you end up with cool shit. You don't, if you're not trying stuff, you're not gonna develop your style, and you can't be afraid of failure, you know? Like I said, this is digital art, so at worst I just delete this and I try something else, you know? Alright, so I'm gonna try to come back through. And I'm trying to maybe, I guess, define some of these as facets. I've got no fucking clue. Control Z is also my friend. Cause yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. I'm looking at what crystals look like. I'm trying. Like, there's little slivers of color inside other colors. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then, like, this bottom edge should be, like, really bright. I don't know how this is gonna look. Alright, so... This is the part where I get to have fun. Like, I know that this might end in a way where it's like, maybe that doesn't look good. So I'm prepared for the failure, and it's not a bad thing. I'm exploring a little bit, you know? I'm off-roading. I'm exploring, and if my car gets stuck in the mud, that's, you know, it's a lesson learned, not the end of the world. Unless you're off-roading by yourself, then I guess that's a whole nother lesson learned. So I come back in with some of the darker tones. Maybe? I don't want this to look like a tortoise shell. No, because it's usually not like separated like that. There's not a physical line. It's that the top of this would be darker and then it would go down to... So it's not so much a border as it is like the top. I think that looks better. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna come back and try this a second time. Maybe not today, but maybe this will require doing just a quick study on like how to do a gemstone texture, and then I'll come back and try to reapply it. I think, is it Swarovski? That does really intricate, like, crystal shaped stuff sometimes. They may have some really good things. That's a really good Gonna go search. My nails are so long it's hard to type. Why won't... Google doesn't want to work. Alright. What'd I just search? Alright, Swarovski. Let's check for... Oh. Oh. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, I'm so glad. Look at that. Oh no. Oh yeah. It's perfect. All right. Do they have something that is... Let's see, let's go to images. That's so funny. So the only reason I even thought about this is because I had a friend take me to Vegas, and we went down, and in the Flamingo at the hotel where we stayed, they had Swarovski crystal thingies, and they were the Avengers. So it was like Thor and some of these other ones. Motherfucker, there's also a goddamn horse. $200 crystal horse. All right. Fire in the Taco Bell. My precious. Deathlight, that's why you got a separate vehicle for off-roading. That's fair. I had a little car for a while that was like kind of good for off-roading. And then it got to be one year where it snowed. And I was like, oh, look at me. I'm like the Legolas of cars. I'm just going over everything. And I ended up getting stuck in the snow. And I was like, yeah, okay. I got stuck. I got high-centered on a snowbank. I was like, all right, I guess I found the limit. But I learned my lesson. I learned then not to be bold, and at least snow was easy to scoop and scoot as where it got stuck at wasn't too bad, but I was like, all right. But anytime we've had to drive on gravel roads or the like, I'm usually the one who ends up. Cause I'm like, sure, I love Subway Surfer. Is that what it is? The one where it's just like those kinds of games? Yeah, you know, the original version of that game is driving down a gravel road and trying to avoid the potholes. especially if you're going faster than like 25 miles an hour. I'm like, this just feels like playing Guitar Hero, but with my tires, and I don't want to miss the notes. Give me the bird. Copy image, please. Paste. Yes. All right. We have some birds. We got some horse. So TLDR, always go grab refs if you just need to see like what shit's gonna look like, because it doesn't have to be a 1-for-1, right? I'm not looking for trying to make my art look like this, but what I am looking for is like these segments and how this one's, you know, a solid flat, these ones are solid flat, but then some of them have different shades here, and then they've got the points where they highlight. It's got different chunks. So like, I like the way that this has smooth shapes in it, but that's why I grabbed this hummingbird one, because it's got, where's, oh, I dropped it again. Okay. That's uncomfortable. Very. Oh. All right. So this one's kind of same thing. We've got some spots where there's a little bit of a gradient and some spots are just kind of flat. But it looks like the way the hummingbird's broken up. So maybe I should kind of plan out the planes of the character a little bit. Think of it in like a three-dimensional surface. Because then when I build these shapes, as long as they're in the right spot, then that's perfect. So I'm just gonna do, I guess I'll do it up here, and I'll do it in something like this. All right, I'll just sketch it. Do 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 do. All right, cause like we're gonna have shoulder piece comes up this way. I have to think about anatomy. Gosh, son of a no. All right. It's fine. I usually go through stages where I'll do a base paint. It kind of gives me a better idea. Then I go back and I kind of refine where stuff is on that base paint. And it's kind of like sculpting or whittling something. You just kind of build. It saves me a lot of time I'd spend sketching otherwise, I feel like. Kind of doing basically the rough in the values like this. Do, do, do. Alright, where's that horse? Ooh. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna think of it kind of like the stained glass pieces I do. Because this should be basically a piece here. Then we've got the knee. Do 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 do. So we've got knee. Right, that's what looks wrong here. This needs to be do 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 do. Okay. All right. I'm I'm just gonna start kind of making little fractally shapes. Yeah, I'm just gonna think of this like a stained glass piece. I think that works really well. Because the way stuff's kind of broken into chunks is similar. Except this is just having slightly different polished shapes on a surface. So I want to have bigger shapes like this that are sort of like the bolder bigger shapes. And then inside the bigger shapes, I want to have these little smaller ones that kind of look like they're on the similar surface, so they look like they all should like fit well enough, but it lets me work with that kind of fractally shape while having it make overarching sense. And it looks like the more rounded a surface was, the smaller and more delicate some of the pieces were. I don't want to go quite that small with it, because otherwise I would end up rendering this forever, and you know I would. So we try to manage the obsession with creating too many details by watching just how many details we go in with. So I'll add some, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. We'll rein it in. All right, so then we go. Got some of this here. All right, and then for the hind legs, that is the last part that I want to oh, maybe not, because it's saving. You know, that's a good idea. I should actually probably do that. Let's file and save. Perfect. All right. Let's see. And then what do we have with this? I think those pieces of the face should be pretty. Oh, I never thought of what I never thought of what a fucking gemstone pony would look like if it were like actually a gemstone pony. That's so cool. It's been so long since I've drawn one of the crystal ponies that I feel like it's really, really cool to see where my skills have developed to the point where I'm just like, I want to do this in a digital paint. I'm like, okay, it's pretty ballsy, but if I feel like that's where my skills are at, then I feel like that's where my skills are at. And I feel like the face is the one spot that should have more facets and pieces to it, since like the face is very expressive. I feel like it would have a lot of pieces, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't want it to look too busy. So we'll see. Because I want to make this a piece, but still let this back end be its own deal. This is kind of curved. I'm just kind of zoning out and finding what shapes look fun here, because it looks like the main thing that makes a crystally gemstone-y thing look as such is like just all these little bits and facets and pieces. So looks like there's some rounded edges. That's probably what I'm gonna try to utilize around in the hair. But for the body, it looks like it's just supposed to have like a bunch of these little bits. So one of the things I'm trying to do is make these facets along some of the random blobby shapes that I made earlier. Like that's why I did that before I came in here. So like you can see the different values clustered in there, right? And so I'm just going to kind of think about them on this rounded plane. Like, if it helps to do any sort of overgrade, you can, but I don't want to overcomplicate what I'm looking at. So I just try to kind of go along the shapes that I already made. And these are what I'm going to kind of come through and define. And so these ones, I'm just going to try to make these ones a little bit larger. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to go with something that's a little bit more of like a natural cut stone that's been polished. So it's not like a diamond where it's been polished to the point that everything's so perfect, but like different main shapes have been roughed and buffed and polished out, and I think it works because that's mainly what I'm doing. It's just kind of following along those guidelines I left for myself. So now down here, I'm just gonna kind of add one or two. Again, I'm just kind of thinking of like the way I did stained glass, because the facets are similar. I feel like it's not perfect, but it's definitely interesting. And then I think I'm gonna come in and try to adjust the face a bit. What do you guys think so far? Can you see the potential? I'm starting to. I think we got out of the it's not perfect, but like I can kind of see where I'm gonna be going with it, you know? I'm curious if you guys can. Let's see if I can do the hair kind of blowing back and into the wind. All right, so this goes like that. Yeah, and I'll still give these. It would be so fascinating to see something that was made like completely of facets like this just move. I feel like that's where CGI is pretty cool. Looking soon to be shiny. Definitely see the vision. You like how I'm using... Yeah, sometimes you just go with what you know. You know, I'm wandering into an unknown. I've never quite tried to translate a full figure like this into something that's like a polished and faceted form. This is really interesting. Like, I'm trying to turn her into this. But, like, I can kind of see how it helped me, like, visualize. I think this part around horses is really where you see, like, folds of skin and shit. Because this is the leggy. It's where it moves. So rather than more folds of skin, I think I'm just going to make... Does that look better or worse? I think that looks worse. Actually, yeah, it does. It looks worse. This looks better. All right. That's fine. It's the fun thing about digital. I can just roll it back. Yeah. Oh no. I was leaning over, apparently, and my arm just went numb. Whew, spicy fingers. I got spicy fingers. I don't like it. I don't like it. I am setting down my remote. I don't like touching anything right now. My fingers don't know. They're tingly. I don't like it. Gonna shake my hand till it feels okay. Ugh. That's what I get. I was just digging my funny bone into the arm of my chair, leaning over, trying to take the pressure off my hip. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, my arm feels like it's gonna go to sleep. Oh, my fingers are gonna tingle. And as soon as I lifted my elbow up off of the edge of the armrest, it immediately just like did the tingly thing. And I'm like, no, make the pins and needles go away. Ah, I don't like it. Ugh. It's looking good. Prepared to have your mind blown by the end result as usual. No. Well, that's the hope. Is to make something good. So we'll see. I'm glad you have faith in my process. We're getting there though. We're getting there. And like, by no means am I trying to be like, oh, my art looks bad. I'm starting to like, now I can really see where we're gonna go and pull through on this. I think if I can get it to work good, and if not, I think by taking this, I would be able to go through with a second pass and kind of fix whatever looks awkward and maybe try again. So, holy crap. Alright, it took me about an hour just to get to there, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna have to run off real quick and just go turn my kettle on. I'm gonna have to make some tea or some coffee or something. My mouth is so dry I cannot keep talking. And water just doesn't like. Water just doesn't cut it. It helps for a second, and then my mouth is like immediately sticky again. I'm just like, damn it. But I found some peppermint tea. I'm out of my regular tea. I don't like peppermint tea because I usually drink it when I'm sick. And I'm not sick. But, you know, tea is tea, and that's the way it be. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this lamppost, I think, because I want to have the light sources in place before I'm going for the final shade on that one. Can I just do add glow and then reduce it? Yeah, I think this is gonna be cool. So I just need to do the lamppost. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Alright. I hope I cut that off in time. I think my noise gates help too, so that's helpful. Alright, I'm gonna take this. I wanna go down here. And I'm gonna hit the button. I love this little tool. I feel like I struggled with the pony part think I made it a little too hoarse. But it's fine. We'll make the legs a little more scrunchy. Oops. All right. All right. I'm just gonna erase that. I don't need it. All right. So I'm just gonna run off and push the kettle, and then I'll be back. It'll take a minute for the water to boil anyways. Oh, have a good night, Motel. Thanks for coming through. I know I got on pretty late today, so we'll do better next week, but definitely the VOD will be there. I'm gonna get a good chunk through this, I think. We'll see. All right. Kettle is on. Let's see. All right, that's it's about a signpost to me. Oh my god. Straight line, yeah. Okay. No, come on. There we go. I was gonna say, all right, so. And it works. It works for now. I guess I'm starting with the lamp. We're going to Narnia. Where's Mr. Tumnus? Oh god. I'm gonna get my socks back. I'm in a mood today. So be it. I had like double crappy news today and then like dealing with crap. So I'm just like, this is and then I didn't want to draw. I was like, no, I don't want to stream. And I'm like, you do want to stream. Just do it. I'm like, no, I already did a bunch of things today and I don't want to stream. And I'm like, art will make you feel better. Go. It's like, fuck. I'm glad I like what I do. And it just took me a minute, but I was like, all right. When I got the one thing, I'm like, fuck. I can't wait and sit around, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna take care of this. So another reason that the stream was delayed was, you know, life. But I'm just like, yeah, I get to paint a shiny crystal pony. What else could I want? You know? This is good. It's all I need. Alright, so lamp kind of exists. I feel like some shadows will make everything feel a lot better too. Let me see, I feel like something's up with this top part though. So, I'm gonna drop this down more. What do we do now? Take the color of an area and expand it? Let's try. We'll leave some of them alone. Because honestly, the way I broke it down already kind of looks like... There we go. I suck at this. Come on. There we go. Like, I don't know if I want to come in and add any of the... Or do I just want to go through this? I don't know. We're gonna find out. That's what this game is. Yeah, I don't know. My game plan right now is to literally just fill these in up to the edges or blend what's here out in sort of the pattern of the like fractaled shapes that I made. I don't know. I was kind of nervous about doing this one for the stream just because I really do not know what I'm doing, but I thought it would be kind of fun. I do this on stream anyways. Like it's not really that different from what I literally do day to day. So I'm like, fine, we'll do it for YouTube too. Um it's just a matter of like trying to figure out what works and just not giving up if it looks funny. Like, okay, well, I'll try again. Guess and check. So I'm trying to take some of the areas where there is some gradients, and I'm trying to take the brightest tone and kind of line the bottom edge with it. So I'm gonna zoom out and see how that looks, but I don't know. Is it just the... I really don't know. I might not like this. We'll see. I'm gonna drop that further though. Alright, let's see. What can I do for some of this? I don't know. I'm just gonna start coloring in some squares. Oh no, I'm doing it on the glow layer. Actually, that kind of looks cool though. Oh no. Alright. Not what I was trying to do. It's fine. That might actually be another way to come through and do it, is take the gradients that I have and then... Oh no, but I can only go back so far. Ooh. Shit, I didn't save anything, did I? Ooh, shit. How far back can I control Z? Oh, I lose that? Ooh. Alright, hang on. So what I'll do then is take the lamp. Alright, so everything that can be done is done. We're going to control X. Alright, so this is my favorite thing. So say I need to delete something or go backwards, right? Oh no, I can't go any further backwards. We're committing. Alright, so option number 2 then is I'm going to copy this layer. Yeah. I'm just going to save this as its own thing. Control C, and then Control Y. Oh no, wait. Did I just fuck myself over? Yep, nope, never mind. I fucked it up. I lost everything I just did. That's fine. It's a process. Wait, did I completely lose my glow layer? What? Oh, shit. Oh. I undid everything. Yeah, I fucked up. That's fine. Ah, it happens. Alright, glow. Do I at least still have... Oh yeah, no, I fucked up entirely. I lost my lamppost and everything. I might just be too tired today. Fuck. What are we doing now? The hell? No. I lost the lamppost. I was so supposed to be... Well, I would have lost it either way because I went back so far. Oh, it's okay. Oh boy, it's been one of those days. Maybe we should just try this next week, you know? I'm so mad. That's fine. I got too worried I was gonna ruin it. So then now I lost a lot of progress. Uh, that's, that's the way it goes sometimes. It's fine. I think I put some of these back and I brought the tail down. Alright, well, let me decide. Yeah, I'm mad. I messed up. Hey, what happens if I just use the lasso tool and I like... Do 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 do. That's not what I meant to do. Do 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 do. I might actually play around with the kind of texture and stuff before I continue on this, because I think I'm onto something. It looks good in some spots, but I'm not sure how to really progress with it. You know what I mean? I didn't think I'd get this far. I feel like there should be a little bit more of the original color in here somewhere. So I'm not sure what I want to do. Like, I'm so close to what I'm envisioning, but I'm not sure how to accomplish it, you know? Oh, it's so close. I just don't understand. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to let this be what it is. It's been a hard day, and I really grappled just trying to get on to stream at all after the back-to-back news I got earlier. So I feel like I'm just a little bit out of my game too. And I don't really like to work on commissions when my head's not right. So I'm gonna take a break, take a walk. I might be on Twitch later, get some work done anyways, but I just... bear with me. We should be finishing this one next week though. Like, if this is where I'm getting with it already, I should be able to push through this on a good stream. So next Wednesday, no scuff. Everybody just put your vibes into the universe for no scuff next Wednesday, so I can get a bunch of work done. And otherwise, I'm trying to work on multi-streaming and see about maybe putting in a second stream a week, so we'll find out. We'll find out. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I think it's time for me to wrap this up. I'm having a struggle. So, it's all good. Some days it's just like that. I think getting this far on this will give my brain something to process while I'm sleeping and just kind of it can get me on the right head start. So, yeah. Everybody take care. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me again on my backlog grind. This is going to be so satisfactory when I keep just getting stuff done off of it. So, thanks for joining me. I'll be here next week, hopefully on time. You just you gotta make all the tech gremlins go away. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.